Hello everybody, how is everybody doing today? This is Jorge Caballero here, and this video is about solving issues regarding some repertoire. And I've picked for today a piece by Mauro Giuliani, and to me this particular passage in this piece, this is the Grand Ouverture, and this piece has one of the most problematic passages in the literature. And anyone who studied the piece probably knows what I'm talking about. But after the opening parts and you have the etc., etc., you're eventually led into this passage here, etc. And after that finishes, you have this. And now comes this difficult passage I'm talking about. It goes like this. So that's it, and I really had to focus on that one. But okay, so there are, for those of you who know this passage, I'm going to play it slowly so you can see what actually goes on. That is here. And that runs for the entire passage, especially here. Okay, so one of the things that I typically recommend for anyone trying this, because getting velocity out of that is really difficult, is to actually start with something that is a bit simpler. This is called reciprocal thinking. And this is an unusual pattern because usually when we have this type of triplet pattern, you begin with P and then you go into fingers. So for example, something like that, or PMI, which would be something like that. And so, but starting with the middle finger and then going backward, that's always difficult. So usually what I will recommend is to start by playing the simpler pattern PMI and try this. And that actually, it becomes rather simple if you have some training for this, of course. You know, it's, like I said, it's a really difficult passage. But if you start from there, then you start to notice how this passage that I just played sounds very much like the passage from the Grand Ouverture. And so you play, and once you play that a few times, like say spend a few days doing this, then try to start playing it again. And then try playing the normal pattern, but imagine that you just played your thumb and you're basically continuing the pattern from M. So that note, we're going to assume that I just played it, and now I'm going to continue from the regular pattern. So and usually that allows your brain to make a good connection between these two, which is of course the same pattern, but it's slightly out of order in this case. So that should help. There's a lot more complexity to this passage than that, so I can't really go into further detail. There's, for example, the fact that you also need to emphasize the upper note, the melody, which throws another curveball into this. But that's something that you can work on later. You know, just to be able to get the velocity of the pattern, you have to try this approach and see if it works for you. These types of things don't work for everybody, so there are other ways and other approaches to this, but at least this is a very simple one because it allows you to use something that you probably already know and allows you to use that as a way to create a new pattern. Okay, well, also this comes later. So you can also, if you learn it in one passage, then you probably have the tools ready for the next passage. In any case, that's it for today. Send me a comment if you have any questions, and give me some other ideas for other videos, and well, have a good weekend.